Hey everyone, welcome to my first video of Git Good at Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Well, this is like Roller Coaster Tycoon, another game that I really like to play. Also, the original version of Transport Tycoon Deluxe was also made by the same creator as Roller Coaster Tycoon, Chris Sawyer, and this game is a real time sink. It just eats away your time if you're not careful. Anyway, I thought it would also be nice if I show some tutorials on this game. Who knows, you may also enjoy this game, or maybe these videos will lure you to buy the game or to get the game as well. So unlike Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, you don't need the original game anymore for Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. It actually comes with its own graphics kit, so you can get it completely for free. Anyway, in the first episode I'll show you how to make a good start in any game. I think that will be a nice way to start this series, and in future episodes I will continue to play on this same map. So let's start a new game. I already put the land generator to the way I want to have it. So we'll make a 256 by 256 map, standard climate, and water all around, so it's an island. Okay, let's pause the game. Some settings I do play with. Okay, it may be a little difficult to find all the settings that I want. I'll put the settings to expert so we see all the settings, including weird ones. Let me quickly So yeah, I always play with disasters off, and I also turn off vehicle breakdowns. I really don't like vehicle breakdowns. They're really annoying if you have made a nice train network and then these random train breakdowns will grind all your traffic to a halt. I really don't like that, so that's why I play without vehicle breakdowns. But if you want to play with them, that's up to you. Now there's also an option for train physics. Let me quickly go find it. Here it is. So under vehicles, then under physics, there's train acceleration model. I always put it to realistic. That way, whenever a train reaches a hill, it won't grind down to a halt, but it will actually just decelerate a bit. So yeah, this is also more fun and more realistic to play with. Alright, now let's get started. So we made this island. I put the number of towns to low. I think it's nicer that way. There's quite some industry on the map. But of course that's all up to what settings you put in the land generator. Now, a mistake I often see people make is that they immediately blow all their money on passenger lines connecting several cities together. You could do that, but you can see a graph here. It says cargo payment rates, and here you can see for all the different types of cargo how well it will pay. So, oh yeah, this line represents this axis represents the amount of days the cargo is in transit, and the y-axis is how much it will be worth. So if you deliver 10 units or 10,000 liters of cargo a distance of 20 squares, you receive this amount of money. So in other words, to make a lot of money, you should carry your cargo as far as possible, as quickly as possible. Each type of cargo has their own value, and as you can see, passengers are completely at the bottom, and valuables are completely at the top. So it's probably not a good idea to start with passengers, also because the towns are usually quite small in the beginning, so it may be difficult to get the number of passengers you want, especially if you try to do it with trains. The way I like to start is by just finding coal lines to connect. There's usually a few coal mines you can find that have a decent production, and there's usually enough power plants also to deliver the coals to. So as you can see, coals are also quite high in this graph. You can find them here on the 3rd place. And yeah, coals are really a good way to start the game, and they should get you a nice, decent income. So, to help, if you cannot find coal mines, well, they look like this. If you can't find them, you can also use the map. It's this icon. You can drag it bigger. And then here, if you press industries, all the black shapes are coal mines. So the first thing I usually do is just find several coal mines and just connect them to a nearby power plant. We can later make it a big network, but in the beginning we'll want to generate some money. So you can also find your coal mines here in the industry menu. You could sort by production, and then around here are the coal mines, and you should look for the one. If your map is big, you should look for ones that should have at least around 80 tons of coal, or more than 100. If they're very low, you probably should not use trains, but use vehicles, as they have a lower capacity. But for now, let's just start making some simple train lines to connect some coal lines to a power plant. One other thing you should keep in mind before you start building is how much money you actually have and how expensive the trains are that you want to build. So I just pressed the train icon. There's a button available trains here, and here you can see the 3 available trains at the moment. This one costs 22,000. You can also see here the speed and the power that they have. If you want to make your trains very long, you will need lots of power. So max speed 64, 112, 128. I'll just go for the Ginsu A4 that costs 22,000. I currently have 100,000. But let's just put the maximum loan. If you hold Control and click this, let me unpause the game. If you hold Control and click this, you borrow the maximum amount of money you can have. You can also repay everything if you hold Control. Alright, we have to keep in mind that a train costs 22,000, and then we also need some wagons. So we'll have to keep that in mind so that we don't bankrupt ourselves. Now, let's connect this coal line to this power plant. We'll need to go around the village, but that doesn't really matter. For now, let's just use a platform length of 5. That's usually a decent size. And let's just make sure that the station we built still accepts coal. You can see here what the station accepts. If I build it here, you can see it accepts coal. And I'll just build it right here. Let's just make a simple rail. You'll want to avoid using really tight turns, because trains go really slowly through those. So don't build like this, because then you slow down your train a lot. If you hold control, then you can delete the train pieces. Alright. Now, in order to actually spawn the train, we need a depot. And let's build ourselves a little train. Now here you can actually see the length of the train. It's 0.5 now. We made the station 5 pieces. So now if we attach cars to it, we don't want it to be longer than 5. Or else the loading and unloading will go a lot slower. Okay, now it's exactly 5. And that's what we want. So now in the depot we select the train, we go to Bondborough Mines. At these stations, production stations, I select the station and put full load any cargo. That way the train will just keep waiting here until it has enough coals, and only then it will leave towards the power plant. That's how I really always configure my trains. So at the production stations, just full load any cargo. Now it's the beginning of the game and we want to have some cash flow. So I will not really bother completing a network right now. All I really want now is to connect some more coal stations, some more coal mines. So actually, as you can see here, there's lots of farmland here. And farmland is actually really expensive to build through, especially in the beginning when you don't have a lot of money. So I will leave this coal mine for now, and I will connect a different one until I have a little bit more money. We have another coal mine here. This one actually produces 162 tons of coal. That's quite a lot. And there's a power plant here. I think it's a good idea to connect these two. Just have to keep an eye on the money that we have. So let's just connect it here. Now you can actually just also build on these slopes like this. But if you need to edit the landscape, there's a landscaping tool here, and you can just, for example, use the equalizing tool, the leveling tool, and then you can just make it a straight piece of land. What the leveling tool does is you click it here and it becomes the same height as this piece of land. Okay, we will just make a simple single rail, because at the moment we don't care yet about making a full network. That will be for a later episode. Okay, it accepts coal here, so now we just need a depot here. So the reason I don't build a depot here like this is that you get these really tight turns which slow down the train a lot. Of course, this is only a single train network, but you don't want to unnecessarily slow down your train. Okay, and let's buy the Ginsu A4. Make it 5 tiles long. We select the station and we bring our stuff to the power plant. No, this one is still loading. I don't think it has unloaded anything yet. No. So right here, if you press this button here on the train, you can see its details. So it looks like most of its wagons are full, one of them is empty, and hasn't made any profit yet this year. But that's fine, because it hasn't left the station yet. When it reaches the power station, it should bring in some decent income. Okay, let's find another station to connect. Alright, 90 tons of coal. I'll take it. So let's also connect this station. And we could just put a station right next to it. As you can see, it has become a bigger station. Now the power plant's in the way, so I'll just press X to make it invisible, and then that makes it easier for me to see. Now I'm actually building. Let's build around the farmland for a bit. And alright, here. Oh, silly me. There's actually a sawmill here, which I could not see because I had made it invisible. Alright, I'll just build through the farmland here. It's a little bit more expensive, but I don't want to build all around it. As you can see, I use smooth curves here, just to keep the train speed a little bit higher. Okay, let's build a depot here. Let's make a coal hopper. And we connect the station. And we connect to this station. And at Sandford Mine we do full load any cargo, so it waits for all the wagons to be full. And then it should go to the power plant. Now this one it has a lower percentage now, which means that it has emptied all its coal at the station once. And as you can see, it has now made some profit, which is nice. And if we do this long enough, we should make a decent amount of money. Of course, you have to invest a bit now at the beginning, but these coal lines should bring in a lot of money over time. Alright, I'll connect one more coal station, or coal mine, to a power station, and I'll fast forward while doing it. And then we should have some nice income. Now, as you can see, this coal mine only has 63 tons of coal. I may connect it later, but in the beginning I want to have the coal mines that have a bigger production rate. This one looks more promising. Now you can also make a bridge over a river. It's really simple, you just do like this and you have a bridge. I think I will go around the village here. Okay, I will just build through the farmland now, even though it's more expensive. This coal mine produces so much that it will more than make up for the extra cost of building through the farmland. Alright, if you want to see quickly how well your trains are doing, you can just click this button here, and then you see the profit of your trains. As you can see, train 1 and 2 already made quite some profit this year. 3 and 4 were just built, so obviously they haven't made any profit yet. Train 3 is almost completely filled, so that one should leave quite soon. But yeah, this is I think coal mines are one of the best methods to make some money quite quickly and to keep a decent source of income. This should serve me well throughout the game, and with this nice base I can later develop this into a full-fledged network, but that will be for one of the next episodes. Okay, we have now passed the first year. Obviously, first year, lots of investments to get the money coming in, but this should really pay off in the coming years. If I would fast forward now, you would see the money rolling in. Well, not really rolling in. But, you can see in this graph the train income doing quite well. We're actually making a profit here as long as we're not buying any new trains. Anyway, that's it for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again in the next episode where we'll expand our network. See you later.